Good morning and welcome back to a video with Hey It's Anna. He is laying in the sunshine and he is eating his carrot again. So I want to update y'all on some things, okay? So when he first was here, when Luco first got here, he was on the foster to adopt program, and we had him for 2 weeks. I think we started it on, I might be wrong, I want to say we started it on like June, no, not June, July 24th, I think. And he had to go back for his surgery on August 11th to have him neutered. So he got fixed and they microchipped him, which I didn't know was part of the process, but he was. When we were doing his foster to adopt program, he was skin and bones. We went and got some really good dog food, and we fed him. He ate like it was going to run away. So let me back up a little bit. We went to visit this adoption center. It's called Wiregrass Pet Rescue. It's in Dothan, Alabama, and it's close by where we live. Well, with that being said, we went there. Husband found out that if we donated dog food and or treats, the adoption fee would be waived. That wasn't the case. Nobody, and I mean not a single employee, was on the same page of what's going on there. Nobody. We brought, what was it, probably 10 bags of food and
3 or 4 boxes of treats.
Okay, so give or take 10 bags of food, 3 or 4 boxes and containers of treats. So I spent probably, without taxes, $100. With taxes, I spent over $120 worth of just dog food alone. That doesn't include what I had to have for personal care. Okay, because I had to have things for personal care, like shampoo, conditioner, and feminine stuff. So, with that being said, I spent over $100 on trying to make sure the dogs at the Wiregrass Adoption Center were, fed. Because when we visited, because we were looking for a service animal, I watched them give like this really small, not really a garden shovel, but you can find those, it's rounded kind of scoops with a small handle to garden with, like to scoop up a lot of dirt. But I've always seen those kind of scoops for like ice bins. If you go to like a church, there's like these metal scoops and ice bin. Those real small shovels like that is what they were feeding the dogs. He was in a pen with a female that was also as skinny as he was. He was bigger. He's taller than she was, but they were both bony, real bony, like starving, side of the road bony. And there was one bowl in their pen, right?
Yeah.
One bowl in their pen is all I remember seeing. A lot of the dogs had, I think I seen one pen that had 3 dogs that got along really well. Most of the dogs there did not have blankets in their pen because they either chewed it up or they peed on it too much or whatever. And they had these bones tied to like, what are those cables called? Those kind of wires. Some silver wire. Anyway, it was some kind of wire. And they pulled the bone to release the door that led them outside to another fence. They were inside a kennel in this little concrete pen, and then they pulled this little latch door thing down, and it slid up and down on a track. I used to work with them. And they were able to go outside on the concrete to go to the bathroom. Occasionally, one of the employees would go in there, leash them up, whatever, and take them outside. Do you need to go out? Your carrot's gone, baby. He ate the carrot.
He got crumbs everywhere.
He got crumbs everywhere. It's a teething mechanism, but that's really cool. Easy on his stomach instead of eating a wild grass that somebody else or something else probably used the bathroom on. Well, anyway, so he was in a cage the entire time unless he got to walk out once or twice. Not once have I been there out of the week or so that he was already there. Did I see anybody take him out and walk him? They walked other dogs that were getting adopted or whatever else. So I told them I wasn't sure about the adoption process and didn't know how it works. So they told me I could do foster to adopt to see if he would work for our family. And as a service dog, he worked out. He knew tricks. He knew how to do a lot of things already as far as sitting and laying. but I've taught him everything else. And he's taught him a couple of things. He was at work one day, and I taught him how to do bang, and he goes, arr, arr, and rolls over, okay? He's a really smart dog, and he's only about 5 months old. However, when we donated the food and treats, the adoption fee was not waived. The older lady said, thank you for your donation, but didn't tell us to come back, didn't tell us to hold on to the food and come back for the weekend, so that way the adoption fee could be waived. Didn't tell us a thing. We told her that we found out about it, or that he found out about it, and that we wanted to do that process. She said, okay. She said, thanks for your adoption. I said, can we go see the puppies? And she's like, sure. We walked the whole adoption center, rescue center. We looked at the dogs and the cats. We looked at the sick dogs. We looked at all of them. A lot of them really need help. And sorry to say, some do need to be put down because they are miserable. But their conditions are stable. Some of them are stable. Some have mange. Some have some issues. Some are just aggressive all the way around. But he was one of the easier ones that we liked, and he was just there. So he ended up did get adopted. The adoption fee was not waived. We donated over $100 worth of dog food and treats, and that's how that went. Now he is fully our dog service. He is my service dog when we're in public, when I'm out and about, and he listens unless there's another dog there that's not trained and they make him hyper. And he gets unfocused. He is still working on training. He is still getting there, but overall he is really well behaved. In this video, you will now notice that, or in the videos I've posted here lately, you have probably noticed that Mia is not around. And this comes to say that Mia ended up sick. I could not handle the treatment, could not afford the treatment actually, to care for her. I don't know how or what with her being an inside cat, but she ended up with worms and she just wasn't herself. And so when I kept trying to check on her and make sure she would eat, she wasn't really eating. She quit eating. I did move her bowls and made her comfortable in my youngest daughter's room. And she ate a little bit, but she wasn't eating like she normally would if she had it out here and by herself. I had to put him away to let her go to the bathroom in her litter box, but she just overall was not herself. She was not going to the bathroom as much, whatever. She went to the litter box one night, or one day, and she got out, and then for some reason she pooped 2 places in the hallway. 2 small little, honestly, turds. One was dry, and I picked it up, cleaned the spot with disinfectant, and steam mopped, and then cleaned it with bleach behind that. And then I picked up the other one, same process, but the other one had worms in it. I'm like, I think our cat has worms. And so we had to quarantine her. It has not been an easygoing situation, but Mia is no longer here. Mia did get sick. Mia was not herself. And so when I made a post on Facebook to try to get help for her,
she got real mean.
No, she did get mean too at the end. She got mean at the end. She was not as playful and easygoing with the kids as you would think she would be. But Mia's not here. She got sick. She got mean at the end. And we had to find a placement for her so she can get the help she needed and get rehomed with somebody who's with her all the time. Because when we have to work, she was here alone all the time. So I think that was part of the spite that she had for us, that we were not here for her all the time. So this is a really long update from the process of him to the process of Mia. They did somewhat get along, but he aggravated her more than she wanted to be aggravated. And she did instigate a lot of play, but get aggravated real quick when she started the play. And I told her she had to quit being mean, so I put her down right in front of him. But she didn't really like it a lot, and she just was turning really mean. But my main overall concern was her health. I couldn't afford her treatment, and she needed more than just deworming treatment. She needed more love. She needed more people who was going to be there for her, and she needed somebody who was going to do everything for her, not just like cater, but be here, spend time with her more than I could and more than the kids can. So Mia's not here because she got sick and because the care for her that started when we were here without a job ended. And as much as we loved her and cared for her, she's no longer here. And the main reason was because she was sick. So hate it that it went this way, but he's here. She got sick. She's not here. So you will now see that she's not here anymore. I probably just got repetitive, but that's all I can really say. So, it's been a video with Hey It's Anna. It's an update vlog. It's a really long vlog, but you'll see more happiness in the end. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for sticking it out with me. Sorry this video was long, and I'll see y'all in the next, hopefully short video. Peace.